Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you to my returning subscribers, and thank you to those that joined me when I did a live the other day. I will be doing another live. I don't know whether I'm going to do that tonight or maybe later this week, but I really enjoyed the interaction on there, so thank you so much for that. Just to announce, there is some sounds outside. I think I've picked to do this during school break time, so just be aware that there will be the sounds of children playing, so I hope that doesn't offend you or bother you in any way. But this message had to come out, so we had to do it right now. Today, I picked out of the 9 realms, so Odin and the 9 realms is where this has come from. And the person that's come through today is Heimdall. Now, please forgive me if I don't pronounce these correctly. I'm not great at pronunciations of names and things, so do let me know if I have pronounced it wrong. But Heimdall is the protector of Asgard. This is one of the gods of the Aesir, so he is basically a protector and a bringer of light. Now, what he protects as well is, if you've ever watched like the Marvel films and things like that, you've probably seen the Bifrost land bridge, if you like. So that's the bridge between Asgard and Midgard. Now, if you think about Asgard as being like your higher conscience and Midgard being like your consciousness, what he's talking about today is bringing you messages from your higher conscious into your conscious mind. And the message is about protecting yourself. It's something to do with illuminating what you need to protect at this time in your life. So really listen to those messages in there. If there's a way that you could maybe do more to sort of just hold yourself in a higher space, you know, aligning yourself with your higher conscience, okay? Because it's trying to talk to you right now. It's trying to give you a message. So we're going to just work out what that message is today. Right, what did I do with those cards? There they are. So let's see if we can move through this. See what we get in these cards today. Sorry if that's a little bit shiny. There's gold around the edges of those. Okay, so we've got lacking on there. So I'm getting a feeling of somebody that might be feeling a little bit vulnerable at the moment, that might be feeling a little bit like due to feeling lack. It's a bit like, say for instance, if you haven't got enough money coming in, but you feel like you've been expected to spend a lot of money. There's a feeling of like, oh, I don't feel good about this, I'm not studying my power around this, I feel a little bit worthless around this. That kind of energy is what I'm picking up on for a few people today. There's something here about, I feel like somebody perhaps wants to go and get their hair done or something like that, but they don't feel like they've got the funds to do it, and you might be feeling a little bit awkward about yourself. So there's a massive, I keep seeing hornets, seriously, and there is one literally there, and we don't normally get them in the garden. That's really weird. But that's like the feminine protector, okay? There's an energy here, I feel, especially on the feminine. So whether you're female yourself or this is feminine aspect of yourself if you're masculine, there's something about protecting yourself in particular areas of your life. And I do feel it's to do with money. It could be to do with a financial situation. So if someone has been asking you for money at this time, or sort of trying to figure out a way of getting money out of you, or you feel obliged to give something here, it's kind of calling you to just access that higher conscience, okay? The higher conscience. Don't allow yourself to be led into things on an emotional level. Let's see, that's quite a specific message. That might not be for all of you, but I do feel it's for somebody that is watching this video. Feihu explains that exactly. So Feihu is an energy of wealth, of abundance. Now imagine, so Feihu originally means cattle, because that's what currency would have been back in the day, is cattle. Now the people that have got the cattle, you know, they seem very wealthy, but they cannot take their eyes off the cattle for fear of somebody taking it from them. So Feihu always has that energy to it of somebody trying to take what's yours on a financial level. Some of you are going through that situation right now. Thorazaz. This comes out with hornets a lot, actually, and it's about protection. It's attached to the blackthorn bush. So with a blackthorn, these are the ones that sloes grow on. It's great for protection, protecting yourself, okay? So it's allowing you to know when to take action and when not to take action, stood in your power and realising how much you need to protect yourself. So right now, this is about having a defensiveness about you in certain areas or with certain people. And that's not being defensive in an aggressive way, but it is sort of like, you know, I'm not going to fight, but if I have to, I'm going to win. And a thala. So this could be a family situation. It could be to do with a family member or somebody that you really care about. But right now, it feels like it's not actually a good idea to try and keep pandering to this person, because they're just going to keep taking more and more and more. And right now, I don't feel like you actually have that to give, whether that's financially, energy-wise, or otherwise. There's an energy here of sort of like, you know, yes, if you've got the ability to help somebody and you want to, then go for it. I'm not telling you what to do. But there is an energy here of sort of like, you know, if something has been repeating a lot and it feels like this is what's expected of you right now, then maybe it's time for a change on that, you know. There's a time as well, I think, for some of you where you need to protect your family, you need to protect those around you. Now, this is also a protective rune of your ancestors kind of watching over you as well. Let's see what we have in the tarot for you. So what is this current situation talking about? Because it seems like a very specific message today. So apologies if you're watching this and it's not your reading today, but maybe stick around and see if anything does come out for you, because sometimes these readings do take a change. They start off one way and then they completely change. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords. Now this is about, I feel like in the past perhaps you've made like hasty decisions or been very ambitious, and right now it is feeling like maybe you want to put something into something that you are being called to. Maybe somebody said like, oh, invest in this, put your money into this, it'll be good for you. And this, I'm not sure whether it came out that way or that way, to be honest, is sort of like you're constantly like feeling like you're on the back foot, but then feeling like you're going to miss out if you don't go for it. So you're kind of in this space of like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, and not really sure about it. So you're being called here to kind of use that land bridge to access the information from your higher conscience into your conscious self. Because right now you're not sure what to do in this situation. You're not sure how you should go about it. And I feel like, you know, you are healing actually from past wounds, and you don't want something to disrupt that healing process right now. Almost like you feel like, oh, am I being conned here? Is this a big con? Is this actually real? You know, is this actually happening? So let's see what your challenges are at this point. Yeah, so the challenge here, I think, is it's feeling like you're worried about somebody that you are loyal to, worried about somebody that you want to be financially okay, and maybe you're worried about your own situation in this sense as well. I've got a sense of you feeling like perhaps you're regretting something that happened in the past, or, you know, perhaps you would have had more money if you hadn't have put it into this, or, you know, there's something that's happened there that's kind of made you feel, yeah, okay, it was an investment, it's something that is a long-term thing. That's again what Athala is kind of suggesting on here, an investment that is long-term, but there's a feeling of like worry and stress over this. Okay, so this is the challenge right now, is sort of like it's making you feel trapped in yourself. It's making you feel like you can't really move forward on that. I do feel like you're coping with all of this on your own as well. You're not really expressing it to people around you. So there might be an energy of needing to perhaps open up the door a little bit to those around you to see if anybody can help you out in the situation, or just give you some advice. You know, there may be something that somebody can suggest that you haven't thought about. And Hindle right now is really illuminating your world, illuminating your conscious space at this time. Okay, and I do feel that maybe you feel, however old you are, you feel quite young at heart, and sometimes you really do don't like the feeling of responsibility and having that hanging over you. You're quite you like to be serendipitous, you like to be sort of, you know, happy-go-lucky and just enjoy your time, have fun. But something's making you feel grounded. It's making you feel like anchored, if you like, to a particular situation. and that's not helping you to feel your usual bubbly self. So what do you need to focus on right now? There's a need for you to forgive yourself, because I think you're being very hard on yourself from your choices. What is this all about? Your situation. What do you need to focus on right now? Aha. Okay. It's telling you to focus on what's around you that brings you love and support. And I feel like this is actually telling you to open up to somebody close to you. So this could be your partner, this could be your lover, your soulmate, whoever popped into your head first when this card came out. I feel like if you explore your choices with this person, it's going to help you to understand a new way. It's almost like this person might represent that bridge between your higher conscience and your conscience. It's funny how sometimes talking to people, divine energy can channel through people to give you messages that you needed to hear. And it's almost like people are channels for that. You don't need to go and see a psychic for that. Like for instance, you're watching this video, this energy is being channeled through me. It's not coming from me, it's coming through me to give to you, for you to understand this message. And it will resonate with you to help you to understand what you need to do next. So your focus right now is about making choices, but doing that with sharing this worry, sharing this concern with a loved one. Okay? Someone that you consider a soulmate, and it's going to help you to bring some balance. It's going to help you to bring some flexibility and also bring some fun back as well. I feel like this is somebody that's very fun in your life, that kind of just lightens things up a little bit, makes things feel a bit lighter for you when things tend to feel heavy. So let's see, what are you going to talk about and what do you need to let go of? Okay. So letting go of is about like trying to find the purpose in things, trying to look for, what is the purpose of this? Why do I have to do this? I don't feel you've been really listening to yourself. You've been sort of looking outside of yourself for the answers, whereas this is going to help you to go within to find the answer. So it's kind of like, letting go of not being patient with yourself. You have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom there as well, which I always feel like goes really well with Athala. You want something solid that doesn't make you feel tied down, is what I'm getting from this. Okay, so what is the future of this for you? To clarify that one. What is the future of this for you? Okay. This is a lesson. It's a journey in realising actually what is for you and what isn't for you. It's also a lesson in communicating yourself clearly. So it's allowing you to bring those thoughts in your mind out of your mouth, out of your throat chakra, clearing that space to allow you to have determination. It's almost like where you hold it back, you don't trust yourself to move forward in this way. I feel like there's a conversation that needs to come open, that's to do with a financial situation or something that feels like it's blocking you or holding you back. You've kept it so much in your head so far, but now I feel like you're realising actually through communicating this, it's helping me to stand up. It's helping me to get back up. It's a bit like not asking for help when you absolutely really need it. Right now you've realised, okay, I need to ask for some help here, and you are going to stand tall. You are going to get up from this. It's not going to bring you down. Okay. So what advice do we have for you? See ya. 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is going to help you to make some very big decisions, I feel, for the future. It's going to help you to discern what is right for you at this time and what you are moving towards. And there's an element here of freeing things up so that you do have more wiggle room, more freedom. You're letting go of ambition and material things that I feel maybe were important at one time, but they're really not anymore. there's other things that are more important now to you, like seeing the world, you know, traveling about, learning more about yourself, going within. There's a journey I feel you will be taking that will be of self-discovery and inner development. I keep seeing things like the inner engineer, that kind of thing, you know, with like gurus, and going to meet with teachers that can help you to find this within you and let go of like the material stuff. Okay, you're going to go through a time where you're going to need a lot of courage and vulnerability as well. It's like allowing your vulnerability to show, being okay with that, being happy with that. Okay, so the Two of Cups on the bottom there as well, so there might be an element of a fear of committing to things. So let's explore that a little bit. What is that fear about? When I say fear, I hope that doesn't affect anybody. I mean sort of like there's perhaps a being on the back foot about something that you perhaps feel like you could commit to, but something holds you back. What is that about? Playtime must be over, the kid's gone in. Okay. This is about perhaps secrets, things that you're holding back, that I feel are weighing you down, maybe blocking even your intuition, blocking your way forward, because there's a fear. It's almost like a fear of whatever the situation is with a person with money. There's a fear of some secret coming out or something being said that's going to affect you actually getting what you need from this, or keeping what you have from this. Okay, I keep getting this message. It's like somebody, and it keeps hearing it like somebody having you over the barrel, almost like you're stuck being able to move forward in a situation because somebody's holding you hostage through money somehow. So do let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, because we can go further into that to see how we can help you to move through that, what you need to do next. So let's see, what are your hopes and fears around this right now? What are you hoping for? Like, this could be a subconscious thing as well. You might not realise even what you're hoping for at this time. So let's get that out, shall we? You're hoping for a transmutation. You're hoping for the ending of this and the beginning of something else. Now, you may have been feeling a little bit like, I'm sick of this journey, I'm absolutely sick of this, I want an end to it. And you may have been feeling a little bit down around that kind of thought or feeling. And what this is suggesting to you here is that there is a transition coming. You know, this isn't how it's going to be all the time. But what it's forced you to do is look at yourself. It's forced you to look within and recognise, actually, only I am responsible for the changes I can make in my life through acknowledging myself. Nobody else can do that for you, only you can. And you kind of put this protection around yourself, and Heimdall is there as well to place that protection around you whilst you go through this process. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. You might not realise it, but you are hoping for a change here. You're hoping for a new beginning. What's that one? Eight of Cups, yay. You're hoping to be able to release something. You know, you've decided, like, this isn't serving its purpose anymore, this doesn't work for me anymore, I'm okay to leave it behind. And it's trying to leave it on a good note, trying to leave it on a, you know, not something that's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do right now, is like say, you know, look, I'm detaching from this, I'm detaching from you, but I want to leave this in a benevolent way. Okay, like a benevolent detachment sort of thing. You know, you want the best for this person, or this situation, but you are no longer part of it. Okay, it's freeing you up a lot of space for yourself. And again, we have that Strength card on there. So it's almost like your ancestors are kind of like willing you to do this. They're pushing you forward and going like, you have got the strength, you've got the ability to do this. You've got, you know, have courage to bring it forward, what you need in your life right now. So what is your outcome here? Victory. There's a victory coming, and it's coming very, very quick. This is going to happen in the next month, so in July. you're going to see a big change coming in here, a lot of balance coming in. I do see you pairing up with another person. If you're not already with somebody, then you will be, and I feel like that can actually come from this conversation and the clarity that's going to come out from what you're feeling and thinking. Okay, let's get another one on there. The outcome. I do sense somebody feeling like they've run out of time in a situation, almost like it's all is lost, but it's not the case at all. It's not the case. I keep getting something about India as well. I don't know if someone's planning a trip to India or would like to go to India. Okay. Oh, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So there's something about making up here with, so if you're the female here, I feel like this is you, the Queen of Pentacles, and you want to put things right. You want to make things right and help somebody. You know, this is a nurturing person. This is a healer. Now, if you're the masculine here, this could be a female in your life. Now, this could be a mother, a sister, a lover, just a woman of significance in your life that you feel is a healer, is very nurturing, and has the ability to repair things. So this is potentially the energy that needs to be there. It's very balanced and very nature-based as well. Now, you could be the kind of person that needs to really go and spend more time in nature. Go and spend that time out there. This will bring the answers to you, okay? But stepping out of this situation that's got a barrel over you in a financial sense, that's the way forward. But you have to discuss it. You have to talk about it so that you can move through that, okay? So that's what I have for you today in this reading. If that resonates with you, then please do get in touch. My details are down in the description box if you want to book your own personalised reading. I also offer 1 or 2 questions as well. So if there's any questions from this, drop me an email with your questions. Drop me £10 in the PayPal for each question, and I will answer them as soon as I can. I usually try and get back to you within a couple of hours, if I'm honest, because it comes straight through on my phone, so I can just sort it out as and when between other sessions. So, and also if you want to pop a comment in there, like my video, I do really appreciate those kind of things, and I will speak to you all very soon. Have a blessed day.